the vicar, and also the bishop here, the deputy president, thank you for being here. Justin Muturi, I find it hard to call you the speaker because we've known each other for a long time. But thank you for being there too. We've seen Lusaka there, and all of you, all the leadership of this country. Mama Ida, thank you very much. You've been great to us. And all of you who are here. Can I greet you, Hamjambo? Thank you, thank you. I stand before you. I'm not sure what order we should follow, whether I should let my children speak first, so that they give their tributes first. Maybe I'll start with you, Brian.
Dear Mom, thank you for being the exemplary mom that you were to us. Thank you for teaching us virtues of selflessness, patience, perseverance, humility, discipline, and diligence. You loved us all so much, and we knew it. Everything you did for us. You fought the illness bravely and endured so much, much more than one human should ever have to bear. But now you need to rest. You're in a better place. I know you're smiling and dancing with the angels, and you truly were an angel here on earth. I will miss you so much, and I'll never forget you. Thank you for the legacy you've left behind. So many people love you and cherish you, Mama. Even though we are all devastated that you've left us, we will continue to count our blessings. We thank God for all the years we've had with you and for all the good that you've done in our lives. God be with you till we meet again. Your son, Brian.
Radiant.
Dear Mother, thank you so much for everything you've done for me in my life. Words can't describe the amount of love I feel for you and forever will feel. Watching you in your condition over the past few months broke my heart, knowing how strong you have been all through our lives. You have been a pillar of strength to so many people, and you have bravely battled this illness with all you had. I apologize for all the instances I gave you a hard time, and I thank you for all the unconditional love and for never giving up on me. I promise to be strong and make you proud. Rest with the angels, Mom. See you on the other side.
Dear Mom, Mama, you are so special to me. I thank God for you, and I thank God that you are a second mother of mine. Thank you for loving me and caring for me and ensuring I lacked nothing. You're a brilliant mother and a leader who set high standards for all of us. You'll be remembered for your humility and regard for others. Seeing you suffer for the last 2 months was a big blow to us, but you fought to the end. I will cherish the last conversation we had where you told me that you loved me and you're really gonna miss all of us. I know you still wanted to do so much for Bomet, but God wanted you to be with him in heaven, watching over us. Rest in peace, Mama. I love you.
Dear sweet Mom, I had the unique privilege of calling a formidable woman like you, Mom. I not only got to see you from the family lens as a mother, but also as a mentor and professionally as my boss. I'm fortunate to have watched you play out the different roles in your life as a wife, a mother, and a national leader. You adapted to the complexities of human nature, overlooking weaknesses and mining and bringing out the treasures within each person. You epitomized humility despite your intellectual achievements and accolades. You faced adversity with peaceful acceptance, and you carried yourself with grace, always reassuringly calm. You strongly exemplified the best values and were true to them always. To me, it is this integrity and authenticity that powered your ever-rising star and inspired all of us. The person I am today is because of the values that you instilled in me. As a witness of your virtue, power, and goodness, we also celebrate the goodness, the blessing you will be to all those you leave behind. Thank you, Mom, for everything. Rest in Jesus.
Thank you very much. those are our children. I'm not seeing one here. Dennis, could you please come and give your tribute?
Dear aunt, it is with great sadness that we have lost you. I thank you for the support you have given me throughout my education life and for the positive attributes that you taught us. You showed us what it meant to be a family and standing together and being able to defy against all the challenges that we came across. You fought a good fight, and in our hearts you'll remain forever. I know you're in God's kingdom, filled with peace. Your loving nephew, Dennis.
So, thank you. I hope you can stay here with me as I speak. Now, I'm called Edwin Abonyo. I'm the husband to Dr. Joyce Laboso. I'll give you a brief history of our life. The chaplain has said that we have very little time, but I'll try and make it as short as possible. We met with Joyce quite some time back, a long time ago, about 37 years now. That's when we first met. We got married almost immediately because we actually ticked and we became friends, very good friends initially, and then we decided to marry. It was quite some time back. I was then an estate manager in Kericho. I was working there. Joyce was still in college that time, but one of the cousins was a very good friend of mine. In fact, two of them, because there was Maritim, it was Henry Maritim, he was a manager, and we were working together. And then there was Walter Keter. He also became my friend, and he was staying in my house, and they were all related to Joyce. So somehow, when Henry was going to see the uncle, one time we went with him and I spotted Joyce. That is how we started all this. Of course, the father was very kali, very tough mzee, and he could hear none of it completely. The mother was a little bit soft on me. I think she liked me a bit, but cautiously. Nonetheless, we became friends and we married. And I can tell you, for the young couples, I hope one day I'll be able to tell my children the same. If you love one another, you believe in one another, nothing can stop you from being a couple. Against all those challenges, we became friends, we had children, and so on and so forth, until we became man and wife. Joyce was a wonderful lady. I've been telling you all the time that I find it so difficult to address Joyce in past tense. Was is not something that I knew I would say with confidence, but here I am doing it. She was a very, very good person, humble, truthful. Joyce is very truthful, and just, I don't know, all the good things, all the good attributes you will place onto her. And this one I'm telling you for sure, it's not something that just because she's lying there dead, and people are normally praised when they are gone. Joyce was a good person. So we started our life. She was then, she graduated from the university. Yesterday I was making fun. I was saying people like Isaac Ruto, I knew them when they were still in the university because they were with Joyce. In college, I was already working. So I would go and see them. I would see him and I say, well, they are the boys from home, kutoka nyumbani huko. But nonetheless, that is how we started our life. And it's just too much. It's just so much I can't say. But during that time, I can relate a few things, like Joyce's friends. There was one called Christine Maingi. I don't know whether she's here in this crowd. There was Rachel Mrabu. I don't know whether they're here. Are they here? Christine Maingi. Oh, thank you. Nice seeing you there. I didn't even know. These were Joyce's friends, and I can count them. Christine Maingi, Rachel Mrabu. I don't think she's here. Then there was Ombesa's daughter, Nora. She has since gotten married, if she's here. Now, these were Joyce's very, very good friends. Subsequently, Jane Garari became the friend and so on. Now, do you see, when I call those names, what do you say about them? makes, Joyce had no boundaries. So even her choosing me should not have surprised anybody. Joyce did not look at you that you are coming from this place, you are coming from that place, you are this person, you are what. Her, she just believed on a good person. Joyce was also very selfless. Even her children, as they are growing up, you've seen them. She just loved them. She just loved them. Now, I had that love. I wasn't able to write them down. I tried writing, but I just can't do it. But during this time that she has passed on, a number of things has happened. One of the things that happened to me was just yesterday when Kenya High came to the house. Only then did I realize that all these things I'm saying about Joyce, it is something that she was her life. She started when she was still in school, during a time that the initiative stage, I mean, it is only in secondary school that somebody develops, and that is the time that you become what you are, even in later life. All those things that the teachers were saying, she didn't mention another one which she said, that Joyce had almost 12 responsibilities between the time she was in Form 1 up to Form 6. And that is it's like a record in school. And I was saying, these are the things I was even seeing in the house here. How come I wasn't appreciating them thoroughly? I think I did. I think I did, Joyce. I think I did. In 1991, we had one of the most, it wasn't catastrophic, but it almost became catastrophic. That is when Joyce first got cancer, in 1991. Back then, we only had Brian and Ted. Of course, subsequently, we fostered Marco, we supported Mina, and then we also fostered this other boy, Dennis. 1991, naturally we couldn't have any more children, so we stopped there. But we thank God. Let me tell you, we did thank God for it. Because every single thing that God gives you, you say thank you. So we thank God for this. That is when she got the first cancer, and it was a scare in our life. We were still very young. We are just beginning to do things, two young people. Here we are running around. We are not very sure whether our parents really love us that much or they really appreciate this. They probably think our marriage is going to fail, and so on and so forth. Then comes the disease. I remember when it happened, I got into my car. That time I'd already been given a car by African Highlands, and I drove home, and the first person I went to was my mother. And I told my mother, and I was crying that time, Mom, Joyce is dying. My parents are ACK. I'm sure Good Shepherd, why we said we have to come here, we are domiciled in ACK. So she put me down to kneel, we prayed together, and she told me, God will see you through. Of course, I didn't believe her. But I still had to go back. We used to work, by 7 we were reporting to work. In African Highlands, that time, being a manager in the tea estate, you report with the workers. In fact, ahead of the workers. So I had to come back to Kericho to report back in the morning, but I was very devastated. We came to Nairobi Hospital, and Joyce was treated. She actually survived the first cancer disease. Then they would do radiotherapy and chemotherapy. It was a combination of those two treatments that saw us through, but it disabled her in very many ways. And for all of you who are here, most of you will not know unless you are a friend, that Joyce had a lot of problems. In the family, my children got to know about it when they were 20, I think. Dimi was 20. This fellow was about 17. That is when they first knew about it. We were just in the house. She didn't like drama. Joyce didn't like drama. She didn't want a situation where you come, you are sympathizing with her, you're doing what? She wants to lie down on the bed that she's sick. She doesn't go to work because, no. That wasn't Joyce. That one I can tell you for sure. It wasn't her. And lately again, as another example of what I'm just saying, there was a run in Bomet, and Joyce was sick by then, on this now second attack. I knew it. I think the COG probably knew. I told her, but not in as many words. And she was actually struggling. She ran a bit. She would walk, get into the car. We live in a place she ran so that the cameras can pick her. She runs a bit. When we got to the stadium, she did the last lap. We had to take her to a hotel to actually rest completely. When we had the deputy president that arrived, the chopper was landing. She quickly got up, cleaned her face, and ran and received the deputy president and did everything, and nobody knew what was taking place. That is her. That is how Joyce used to do her things. So, I'm not sure I've gone through, but that is how Joyce used to do her things. No drama, committed to her work, very committed. Joyce was I've never seen somebody like that. In our house, we would rarely see her. And every time she's on her phone, answering, she's sending M-Pesa, she's Samarambe, I don't know what. We're in the bedroom, she's still sending this, she's calling that. Very busy. But it was all for good. All for good. For you people of Umet, if I start with Sotik, I thank you very much. I thank you for recognizing her. I thank you for the love you showed for her. I thank you for the support you gave her. Bomet people are the same. I can tell you people that we just need leadership in this country to put people together and stop, putting people, this is our place, this is our people, and so on and so forth. Bomet people are great. Indeed, they are great. And I say thank you for giving her time to serve you. And I do hope that whoever comes in next will be able to try and put people together, stop controversies. Please see each other person as a human being. Don't look at the first person and then you categorize him. This is that tribe, that is this people. These people like things like this. These ones are thieves. These ones are what? These are warriors. Please, 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 please. Let's try and get out of that. Because I know she really stood for that. And she cut friendship all across. She was a friend to the president. And I thank the president. Sometimes I make a mistake when I talk. I'm not a politician. I should have started by thanking the president. The president of the Republic of Kenya is a great person. And take it from me. In my status here, the president would call me. There was a time he called and I'd put my phone on silence. Then I came and found 3 missed calls. I've never sweated in my life. I didn't know what to do. How do I get to this man? He's called me. Luckily, I had the secretary. I called her. She tells me, please just keep on calling. I tell her, please, you have to help me. She's telling me, but I'm already in my house. I'm sleeping. I tell you, please just get out. Even take what, I'll do anything, but just make sure. Then eventually he answered the phone. And it was just a simple question. So simple that I even got surprised while I was sweating. William. Another great person, I'm telling you. I don't know how he operates, but he would call me at 1 in the morning. I don't know, William, I have to share this with people. I'm calling you William because you used to call me brother. So it is not like looking down on, he's a great person. And he was very concerned about Joyce. In fact, at the point of going to India, it's him we talked with. He said, no, you can't come back to Kenya. We can't give up. My brother, you can't give up. That is how he gave me that motivation. He gave me the support. The president gave me the support, immense support. And I wish to thank them. I wish to thank them, and I pray, I really pray that we have a united country and we have leadership that thinks as one. So, convey my message. The president is not here, but I do hope I'll be able to meet him. Muturi, thank you very much, Justin. We've been friends with Muturi from when Justin was still a judge then. if I'm not wrong. Through Ngarari, we've been friends. So, and when Joyce was working under him, I would go to the office and I said, I want to see Muturi. Then he said, no, you can't go and see my boss. Then I told him, no, he's my friend. Somehow he blocked me from seeing you because I respected him. I also respected Joyce. You know, he had come through things. She was a teacher at one time. We used to call her mwalimu. Then kidogo kidogo she became an MP. Tukaanza kuita yeye mheshimiwa kwa nyumba. Then kidogo kidogo akawa speaker. Tunasema sasa speaker. Kidogo kidogo she became the governor. Her Excellency. So she transitioned a lot, but all for the good. We'll remember that with happiness. Other things that she did in life that have not been captured, I was reading this. Joyce was the president of a women group called Soroptimist International that actually deals with supporting the girl child. She became the president in Kenya here, and she was also a member. She was also a member of the Gender Commission. And gender to Joyce was not woman. Please understand the word gender. It's not woman, it's gender. When you talk of gender, you are talking of people coming together. You know, she was also in the Gender Commission. And I can't remember all the words she used to say, but I do remember that times when she would be challenged that you are a woman, she would just laugh and say, what are these people talking about? What are these people talking about? She wasn't gender, woman. She was gender. I don't know how I can put that. Maybe somebody else will come here and, and explain it. Without taking a lot of your time, I'm sure I'll get time to talk to people in Bomet and also to our home in Koru. Actually, it is Fortanan, but it's being written Koru. But you can still go with Koru because you still reach the home. So I'll get time and I'll be able to talk to all of you. Thank you, my children. Thank you very much. Thank you.